Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Dexter 21. This is an unboxing for The Witcher 3 Collector's Edition for Xbox One, as I'm sure you can see. And just to give you an indication of the size of this box, I myself am 6'2", and this is how big the box is. So there's a fair amount of stuff in here. And it all comes down to, I think the size really does come down to the fact that there's a massive piece of polystyrene in the box holding the statue, the polystyrene statue. So if you just bear with me for the time being, I just want to switch off my phone here so I don't get any noise. Okay, so I got this delivered because unfortunately I couldn't actually go in store and pick it up. But the cool thing was that I did only order it the day before release, and I still got my hands on one of them. I tried to get a PS4 version, but then I read up that this includes stuff that the PS4 version doesn't. Things like a cloth map, the actual Gwent card game, a real game, the actual cards, and a couple of other things that are kind of exclusive to Xbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through opening it up and detailing what it is that you actually get with the collector's edition. So this is just the outer sleeve, which we'll remove for now. We don't need that. Put that all to the side. And what we'll do is we'll open up here to the front, and just so that you can see exactly what's going on, you can see here that there's all the people who have created the game have actually signed, not physically signed it, this is obviously a print, but they've actually signed the box itself. And I apologize if I'm not looking at the camera on the reg, but so once you actually open the box, yeah, and you go into the top, there's a very clever kind of basic piece of cardboard that helps you pull out the center section, which contains the art book, the game, and a whole bunch of other things as well. So we'll take that out, and as you can see, this is it's a very clever piece of packaging. It's a very basic, just a little bit of flap that helps you take out the main piece with two little extra bits of cardboard, so that you can actually pull it out of the big box, right? So this over here is the main contents of the collector's edition. This has got your game, it's got your steel CD book, it's got the map, it's got all of that kind of stuff in here. So what we'll do is we'll just open this up so you can see what's going to happen. Yeah. So over there. Okay, so straight away you have the Witcher art book, right? And this is a very beautiful book. I've already had a quick flip through it, but it's an absolutely beautiful piece of book, or a piece of piece of book. Yeah. Okay, you take that out, and we'll just open it up here. Show you, give you a quick glimpse of what's actually going on inside here. You see like some of this beautiful work that's going on inside here. I mean, it's just, when you see the amount of like craftsmanship and time that actually goes into something like this, it really is astounding. And it also makes the game a lot more pleasurable because you know exactly where all of this stuff is coming from. So now we'll remove the art book. And next we have a cloth map. This over here is an actual physical piece of cloth that's been screen printed on, and it's got the northern areas. So if we open this up, if you play the game, which I'm hoping to later on today, you'll see that the map is made up of different areas, and this is the northern region of the map, and this is obviously where the main protagonist comes from. And yeah, I'd say like this is a good enough quality to actually mount or frame or do anything like that with. So if you're into collector's editions and getting game memorabilia like I am, this would be a good thing to get. It is unfortunately only available with the Xbox version, so if you're looking to get a cloth map, best you try and get the collector's edition for the Xbox rather than for the PlayStation. If you want to play it on PlayStation, get the collector's edition for Xbox and just swap out the game. Yeah. Alright, and then what you've got left in the box here is you've got the actual game, and inside this container, this game container, is a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So this is your steel CD book. So once you've got everything out of the box, you can put your CDs in there to hold the game, and the soundtrack CD. Then in this over here, this is just the standard, what you would normally get on the shelf. It's like the standard game, and all of the other stuff comes in here. So if we open this up, you can see there's the video game over there. I'll just pop the video game out, and there's the audio CD, right? So this audio CD over here is actually the soundtrack for the game, which is a great addition. I remember getting the special edition for can't remember the friggin' game now, Mirror's Edge, and that also came with the soundtrack, and as well as Dead Space came with its own soundtrack as well. That also came with additional DLC of different games. So that's the game, and those two things can actually go into the Steelbook CD case, which is still in the box over here. Then what you get is a message from CD Projekt Red that tells you about how much they care about you buying their game. Alright. Then you've got a paper map, which you can use for when you're playing the game. And this, I think, details a lot more. Well, it might still be the exact same map as the cloth map, except it's the paper one that you can make notes on. Yeah, so it's the Northern Territories. Yeah. Very, very nicely done, very nicely printed and accessible. Reminds me of the Skyrim stuff as well. Then you've got a couple of stickers over here. So put that map over here. We've got a couple of stickers that come with it, so if you want to cover up that nasty Apple logo on the back of your Apple MacBook Pro, you can use these. Here's an instruction manual, and this is the compendium. So this just gives you information about the universe of The Witcher, and tells you a few details that you might want to know before playing the game. This here, that's the game manual. Yeah, gives you an indication of how to use the interface, what buttons are relevant, and just like general things like, oh yeah, and there's the customer feedback line, service support and stuff like that, and also some details about their expansion or the books. These are the actual books that the game is based on. Yeah. So put that over here. These are the Gwent cards, Northern Territories, yeah, and the monster deck. And in the Witcher 3, you get to play Gwent, and it's advised that you do this anyway. Doesn't matter, like it's something that's a huge part of the game, and it actually comes down to helping you through a couple of the missions. So best you brush up on your Gwent skills. Yeah. These are also great, like when you've got friends around and you want to teach them how to like play a new card game or something like that. You guys are bored. This is great. Have a few beers, play a bit of Gwent. Fun. This is a very nice piece of kit as well. This is a pendant that is made out of, I think it might be pewter, or it just might be cast stainless steel. I'm not too sure, but this is an actual pendant, like Gerald wears in the actual game. It's got quite a bit of heft to it as well. It's a fairly heavy piece of kit. So I'll just show you. And that's this. That's what you get inside the collector's edition. For me, whether I like the game or not, I think it always comes down to value. Yeah. And I think for the amount of money that I paid for this particular collector's edition, there is a lot that you get with it. I also like game memorabilia. I like collecting stuff like this. And so if you're in the same kind of mind as I am, I'd suggest that you go out and get yourself the collector's edition if you can, if there's still quantities left, which there very well might not be. You know? But anyway, if you do get one, you must enjoy it. I hope you enjoy this unboxing video of The Witcher 3, the collector's edition. And as I pack this away here, I'm going to say thanks again for watching, and remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and tell me if there's any other stuff that you'd like to see in the future, you know. Oh, I forgot to put these back. Tell me if there's anything else that you would like. Oh jeez, almost messed this whole thing up. I missed the biggest part of this particular collector's edition, and there it was sitting behind me the whole time. I apologize. So I'm just going to put this back in here. Alright. I really do apologize. Almost ended this video without showing you the polystone statue that you get. Close this guy up. Whoop, that's the wrong way around. I think it's because the thing that sold me really was the card game. So there's another game outside of the game that you can play. You can play the game inside the game as well as outside the game, which is kind of a crazy concept. It's almost like Inception, but not really. Yeah? And then following on from that, we've now got a polystone statue. And this is what the bulk of the box is this polystone statue. As you can see, it comes in a very well packed and really nicely detailed box. You can see here it's got the Witcher logo on. And so let me just find something to open this with. Sufficient. And in here, as we open this up, we have the polystone statue of Gerald's killing the Phoenix, I think it was. Was it the Phoenix? Yeah. This is one of the very first bosses that you get in the game. The smell of new things. Whoa, that is amazing. Cool, a few things here. There's a few pieces that you need to add, like the tail and Gerald's sword. So here you go. We'll stick that over there. All right. There's the tail. Seems to be popped in. Alright. This is Gerald's sword. And there you go. There you have it. So this is the main attraction of the collector's edition. As you can see, beautifully detailed, and apparently these are hand painted. So that is just amazing, and something that's really going to be awesome to add to a bare shelf, your gaming room, your man cave, your geek man cave, I guess is the better way to put it. But I mean, just a beautiful piece of kit, really nicely detailed. The painting is amazing. I mean, yeah, just awesome. The texture and everything in it is just amazing. So we're going to leave it at that for now. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing from Dexter21. And if you do get The Witcher 3 and you do get yourself the Xbox version, I hope that you have a lot of fun playing, and I hope that you enjoy your polystone statue that you get with it. Your cloth map, the Gwen cards, and hopefully you can rope some of your friends in with that. And please, if you have any comments or suggestions or anything like that, leave it in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And if you really liked it, then share it with your buddies. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. And also don't forget to subscribe. I'll try and come back as often as possible with different types of news, mostly about gaming. Sometimes I do cooking bits and pieces that you'll see on my playlist called Remo's Kitchen. I also do a few brewing videos every now and then when I'm in the mood for it. So yeah, the more people I get, the more content I'll make. So hopefully you come back again, and I'll see you guys later. And thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And the whole reason me doing this and putting this out on the internet is for you guys so that you can see it. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you again later. Cheers.